Hey folks, how you doing? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report with your NBA previews and predictions for a Friday, April 30th. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your Freaky Friday. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner or hit the subscribe button below this video if you are on a mobile device. Today's podcast brought to you by bballpicks.com. Anybody can play, anybody can join. Head over to bballpicks.com, and once you are there, you want to follow the top pickers here at bballpicks.com. A lot of people went 5-1 last night. In fact, Milwaukee and Houston really wrecked a lot of tickets, and we could have picked up our first Kobe of the year. But hey, you know what? That's why they play the games, right? Speaking of the games, let's go to the schedule here on top, and we're going to kick it off with the Sixers against the Atlanta Hawks. And looking at the line here on Philadelphia, 9.5-point home favorite for Philadelphia. Over-under set at 219.5. Forecast going to lean with the Sixers, 120.71, 109.84. The over-under set at 230.55. Looking at this game tonight, it's a rematch of the last game they played 2 nights ago, and it was a 127-83 win for the Philadelphia 76ers. And now they're back in Philadelphia, where the last 3 games for Philly have gone under the total, and they've won their last 2 straight up and against the point spread. They are 41-21 on the season, where the Atlanta Hawks' last 3 games have gone under, 34-29 on the year. 56% chance of covering does favor the Atlanta Hawks here tonight. Washington taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now the Wizards, a 6.5-point road favorite. The over-under set at 227. Forecast going to lean with the Washington Wizards. 115.7, 113.73. The over-under at 229.46. So it does like this game to go over the total. The Kogo is set at 41%. And that means the Kogo stands for chance of game going over the total. And for Cleveland on the season, 21-41. They've lost their last 4 games straight up, 2 against the point spread, where the Wizards 28-34, and they're coming off a 116-107 win over the Lakers in their last game. Spurs taking on the Celtics. Boston, a 4-point home court favorite. Over-under set at 219. Forecast going to lean with the Boston Celtics. 115.6, 110.6. The over-under is set at 226.23, so it does like this game to go over the total. 59% chance of covering for Boston compared to 39 for the Spurs, who are coming off a 116-111 loss in the last game against the Heat, where Boston took care of business in a 9-point win over the Charlotte Hornets, 120-111. Orlando taking on the Memphis Grizzlies. Now, the Grizzlies goes into this one, 11-point favorite. The over-under set at 224. Forecast going to lean with the Grizzlies here, 114-108. The over-under at 222.79. The last 4 games for Orlando have gone over the total, and Memphis now on a 2-game straight up and ATS losing streak, and 1 game above 500 at 31-30. Portland taking on the Brooklyn Nets. Should be a great game here tonight at the Barclays Center. Now, Portland a 1-point road favorite in this one. The over-under at 240. Forecast going to lean with the Brooklyn Nets. 116-111. The over-under set at 227.71. Brooklyn coming off a big win last night in Indiana, 130-113. And for Portland, they won 130-109 in their last game against the Memphis Grizzlies. And the last 2 games for Portland have gone over the total. Milwaukee going to try to erase that loss last night to the Houston Rockets. In fact, that was a 7-point loss to the Rockets. They lost 143-136. Now they take on the Chicago Bulls. And the Bulls a 1-point home dog here tonight. And the forecast is going to lean with the Bucks here. 116.6, 111.3. The over-under at 227.99. 78% chance of covering for Milwaukee compared to 57 for the Bulls. And for Chicago, they are 10 games below 500 on the year. 26-36, where Milwaukee is 38-24. Jazz taking on the Phoenix Suns. Big matchup here tonight at the Talking Stick Resort Arena. Phoenix a 4-point home court favorite. The over-under set at 218. Forecast going to lean with the Suns here by 3. 120.7 to 117.5. The over-under at 238.26. 36% chance of covering for Phoenix compared to 53 for the Jazz, who were coming off a huge win in the last game. In fact, they needed that after losing 2 straight to Minnesota. 154-105. It's like an all-star game score right there. And looking at the Jazz, 45-17 on the year. We had the line at minus 9.7 for Utah and minus 5.33. So you're getting really good value on both these teams here tonight. And the last game of the evening, you got the Lakers taking on the Kings at the Staples Center. And from 43 previous games into our database, our forecast has the Lakers winning this one by 6. 116.97, 110.67. The over-under at 227.64. Now, the Lakers have lost their last 5 games against the point spread, and for Sacramento, man, they got taken behind the woodshed there by the Jazz last game. In fact, that was a 154-105 loss, so we'll see how they bounce back here this evening. They are 25-37 on the year, 36-25-1 to the over, where the Lakers have played more under games, 26-35-1 to the under on the season. Don't forget, folks, you can make your selections, and you can see my picks each and every day right here at bballpicks.com. Again, anybody can play, anybody can join, and what you want to do is you go to bballpicks.com, follow the top pickers, and then go to your following link right here, and then compare your picks with their selections, and this way your confidence level will be higher when you go to the window to make your selections for winning money, betting on basketball. All right, have yourself a great rest of your NBA evening. As always, shop for value, play those percentages. We'll see you back shortly with another Raymond Report.